everyone. Welcome to another episode of One by One for the Millstream YSA. And today we have the Elders Quorum President, Sam.
Hi.
Hi. And I probably should say Sam Richins. I should get people's full names. Maybe I should have you introduce yourself so that way I don't have to mess up people's names. That'd be wonderful. But Sam, thank you for coming in today.
Oh, thanks, Willem. It's fantastic.
It's wonderful. But we'd like you to introduce yourself for a little bit. So just tell us about yourself and tell us how long you've been in the ward and yeah, all that fun stuff.
Okay. I'm Sam. I've lived here in Bountiful for my whole life, except for my mission to Peru. I have been in the ward since I got home from said mission, 2019. So I've been in the ward about 5 years. I enjoy roller coasters, board games, mountain biking, you know, lots of stuff.
You are the game master. Anytime we have anything set up, we always can count on you to bring the games. But Sam, thank you for that intro. First question for you today is what is something that you could just go on for like hours? Just if I sat down and said, okay, I need like a 5-hour lecture, what is it going to be on?
Oh, it probably would be about roller coasters.
Really? So
Oh,
why
yeah.
roller coasters? What do you mean by roller coasters?
So back after I got off my mission, I was at work one day, and this guy that I was working with, I asked him what he had planned for that night, and he said, "Oh, that he and his wife were going to go to Lagoon." And asked, "Well, how much is a season pass?" And he said, "Oh, it's like $150." I'm like, $150?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get one today. And so I went, and I kept going and kept going, and then the season ended, and I was like, I need more of this. And so I started watching YouTube videos. And then a couple years ago, we went to Ohio to go to more coasters. And then when we went to San Diego, we went to SeaWorld and we went to Knott's Berry Farm. And then in January, my brother and I went to Universal and SeaWorld and Busch Gardens in Florida.
Oh my gosh.
And I played this this Wordle that's basically just roller coaster Wordle, and I'm able to get it somehow, even with like European coasters. So I could just go on and on about the different coasters there are and how cool they are, and yeah.
So what makes a really good roller coaster, in your opinion?
Well, that's a really good question because every coaster has a different purpose.
Okay.
So like Cannibal at Lagoon, it has like its main feature is the drop,
Yes.
right? It's this super tall drop. There's no other coaster that has a drop of that degree of that height. And so that's its kind of mainstay. There's one that I rode in Florida that it's called Iron Gwazi, and it was an old wooden coaster that got super rough. Florida, it's humid. And this company came in and gave it all steel track. And so it went from something that was kind of very meh, it was rough, to the best way I could describe it is it rips your face off. We rode it like 15 times.
I like my face.
I like my face too. And then the next day we went to SeaWorld, and they had this one called Mako, where the whole thing is it's just these very graceful hills, and you're just going on them at 60 miles an hour, but you're just floating out of your seat for 5-6 straight seconds. So each coaster has a different reason to be, and sometimes if you take away, if you focus too much on getting everything, you lose the speciality in one thing. And so I think what you have to be well-rounded, but also you need to really have everything hit.
There's a spiritual analogy there somewhere, and I can't wait for you to turn to the, Elder Uchtdorf of roller coasters, so it'll be fun.
I saw a meme the other day, and it said, "I wish that in the future we had an Elder Uchtdorf, but instead of airplanes, he talked about Star Wars."
There will be, I'm sure, someday. So, Sam, I think the final question would be for me to ask you today is, what do you think God expects of you on this journey of life, this roller coaster of life, if you will?
I think kind of as I was saying previously, that I need to find my specialities, right? Like I, you know, if my destiny is to become a cannibal roller coaster, right? I can't be comparing myself to someone who is a different one. Everyone is so unique and so special. And what he expects of me, I think, is to find those things that make me special and then improve on those and become better. There's I think a lot of times so many people are so bad at receiving compliments,
Oh
and I'm
yeah,
I'm awful at receiving compliments. But
I think you're great at
thanks.
it.
But sometimes people say things and they say, "Sam, you're really good at this." And I just kind of sit there and I think, "Am I? Like I don't think so." But it's interesting because they'll say about the same things, and it piques my interest because I'm like, maybe I am. Maybe that's something that God wants me to become. And so I think it's that he wants me to find those things that I am really good at, and then he wants me to share those with others so that they can feel of his love through the things that God has given me.
For what it's worth, Sam, I think as our eldest quorum president, you do just that. You've done a wonderful job, and especially with the wards merging, you've done everything you can to make all of us elders from the lakeside feel absolutely welcome. So thank you for all that you do, and thank you for coming in to get interviewed. It means a lot.
Oh, thanks, Willem.
And with that, everyone, we'll catch y'all later, and we'll try to get more of you one by one. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.